Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with some more Dawnless Days action for you today, and we have a glorious 2v2 large armies. We have the Elves and Dorwinion facing off against the Eastlings and Gondor, who are led by Aragorn himself. This is going to be a glorious battle. It comes right down to the wire as this siege battle. We are here on Vineland Outpost, and we haven't seen this map in a long time, so it's nice to come back to it. It's a really tough defensive position. We'll go to normal speed. We have a really tough normal position. Literally, you like got to cross this little causeway here, and then get through this little choke point here, and then after that, there's a couple more choke points and really nasty spots for archers to like fire on your backs and stuff like that. And you've also got to assault. I mean, the defenders decided to give up, but you can assault these river crossings, as the other point that usually you see fought over, or as it is today, it's these little choke points here that are, I mean, they're stacked with troops. We've got shipmen, we've got Vintercourt swordsmen, we've got elves, Lasgarland blades. Yeah, we've got lots of troops stacked in here. I mean, they've got probably too many. They don't need to defend every choke point. I doubt we will see every choke point attacked over there. But yes, the battle is underway. We have the first Loki Rim landing down here, going on to take on these Lasgarland blades. And we will see how they do. Yes, if you're enjoying Dawnless Days and would like to see some more action in the world of Middle-earth, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and comment show your support. As always, guys, it's very much appreciated, and it really does help out as we work towards 7k subs. As you can see there, Loki Rim are starting to arrive. I mean, they've got some chevrons, so they should be able to do some decent damage, but these Lasgarland blades actually, oh boy, they have even more chevrons. I take it back, they've got no chance. And we actually already have Hall Guardians as well down here, so like if they come through the gate, then the Hall Guardians are ready for them. But I mean, this seems like a bad idea, because really, I mean, Gondor or the Eastlings, I think it's actually going to be Gondor by the looks of it. Actually, both of them. Bring up archers. Then they can first focus this unit down. I see like Gondor archers and Varag archers on their way up. See the breach point now being fought over as well. And the Hall Guardian's actually being committed. I would just retreat these guys a little bit early to sending in one of your elite units. You only get 3 of them. There you go. Actually, we're going to see the sort of tree. I guess they want to just box them in a little bit better. I don't know. And then they got the Hall Guardians here, which are actually getting shot at by... I'm pretty sure that fire arrow just saying sort of come down there was from the Arch Tower, and that killed one of the Hall Guardians. So maybe there's some traitors in that Arch Tower that need dealing with. But yes, it is good to be back with Dawnless Days. It's been a little while. I mean, it's not been that long, but it feels like a little while. And it's always nice to come back to one of the favorite, like your guys' favorite games to see on the channel, or favorite mods, I should say. It feels like it's its own game. That's how like great this mod is. You can see here, Hall Guardians are doing well, winning decisively. I don't know if they really needed to push up, but they have. It's Loki Amazement. I mean, it's a really tough spot to assault. I mean, Gondor is going to have, like I said, going to have a really tough time. It's actually, like, his Gondor sword. Oh, Gondor sword's getting hit hard by artillery. I was like, well, how is this unit so weak? But it's because it's getting hit by artillery. All the way back here, we have an Onager that is just like, oh, that's just picking off targets. Where's that one going? Oh, really nice shot there onto the Gondor sword infantry. That's just burned and killed, like, I don't know, a good 20 to 30 guys. More shots coming in as well. That one just clips the unit, kills a few unlucky boys. But yeah, I mean, you could just aim into this general area, and there's so many Gondor soldiers you can hit. As my voice just died there. That was a funny one, but there you go. Happens. But yeah, Loki Macemen against Hall Guardians. Just throwing in more Loki Rim. Like, this is going to work. Like I said, they need to get archers up, which we are finally seeing. Varag Bowman getting onto the wall. And this, as soon as they see this, the Elves need to be realizing they need to either throw in another Lasgarland blade to replace this unit. But they need to know that this is the time to retreat these Hall Guardians. And we're seeing even more Loki Rim going in. Ridiculous. These Varags on here, I mean, they're just doing the famous formation of blobbing up. See how that goes. We also now have assaults over here. Dorwinion is now in the fight. We see Shipman here battling against Loki Rim. This is a fight Loki Rim should be able to win. Shipman are not that great. I mean, they get a Javi weapon, which is kind of handy, but it's not exactly they're not a great unit. But anyway, let's go and see Aragorn over here. Let's just go and see him. He's got his Knights of the Swan bodyguard. You know what? Can we see him? There he is. He's hiding at the moment. Quite literally, but here he is, Aragorn. Looking very cool. I believe this gets added if you use the Dawnless Days unit add-on. I believe Aragorn gets added, which is one of the mods that we're using today. There's a whole cocktail of mods on for this battle. But yeah, this is the Rise of Mordor unit add-on, I believe, which adds Aragorn as a unit. He's just like a one-man unit. So it's kind of a risk to bring him. He's not going to get insane kills either. He is literally just one man. He's probably going to get maybe like tops 10 kills. So we'll see how he does anyway in this one. I'm expecting 10 kills tops. Any more, he's overachieved. The shipmen though, they're doing a good job. They're holding, I mean, they'll do well. There's so many of them in here though. But they are surely probably, I don't know, they're probably losing this fight slowly. I mean, there's archer towers firing down from all the way up there, down into these Loki Rim. They've got incredible range. Let's see if these, oh yeah, look at this. Varric Bowman, this is why you should have retreated your pole arms, elves, because you're getting focused down right now. And these Hall Guardians look a lot more bloodied up than they used to, put it like that. These guys looking beaten up. This is the officer down here. There you go, he's finally retreating these guys. He's got his last Guardian Blades in that I said he needed to replace. But I mean, it's a little bit too late. Honestly, these Hall Guardians, I don't even think he's realised the problem. He's kept his Hall Guardians there. He thinks he's just losing in the melee fight, which he wasn't. He was just losing because he's getting shot in the back by Varric Bowman. Loki Rim over here getting pushed right back to their entrance. That's brutal to see. I mean, it's just a brutal choke point to even fight for. I mean, and the amount of elves. I mean, balance power, by the way, is in favour of the attackers. But they only have 300 extra men at the moment. I think maybe the balance power has shifted quite a lot in their favour because they have this cav. The Knights of the Silver Swan are pretty nasty. I mean, Dorwinian's brought his own cav. He has got mounted Winter Court Guards. And we do have an Elven King as well. So, I mean, they're not without their own cavalry. They have brought some. I'm just kind of surprised. Maybe it's the artillery. I'm not quite sure what is pushing their balance power so far in their favour, really. But we're seeing shock infantry. Warriors of Losnark. I think they're just burning the tower down, which is not a bad idea. So then when you go into combat, like, the tower won't be supporting. But they lost a lot. They've lost 30 guys just standing around here. Well, I don't know if they're all lost here, but they are losing. Yeah, lost another 3 there. Yeah, these guys, they need to be careful. I mean, they could have been really good on a charge. I mean, I don't know. The Warriors of Losnark, they're probably the worst shock infantry around. But they could have done okay on a charge. You never know. You never know.
Men have given up and are running for their lives.
The Loki Rim are back in a fight. And men are starting to break already. Who is starting to break? Oh, the pole arms. No surprise there. Hall Guardians. I mean, they've rallied pretty quickly, but they are basically redundant now. Hopefully they got a decent amount of kills. I don't know. Hard to say. I mean, these units are all pretty low strength left, so I guess they're going to defeat this wave here. And then there's plenty more. I mean, Gondor's yet to send in any infantry yet. He just lost a lot to artillery. This one's down to 84. My gosh. Shoot these ones further back now. What have they got back here? Varric Warriors. And then they've got pole arms back here as well. So they've got some decent stuff left. Honestly, this trebuchet needs to be focusing down that catapult if it's not already. I think it might have been because there is 2 dead. Yeah, that honor. I mean, it's got a silver chevron. They chevron this thing to hell. I don't know if that does anything for accuracy, but maybe it does, and I guess that would be worthwhile. Yes, if you want to get involved in some Dawnless Days battles or streams or scenarios, feel free to join the Discord. The link's down below in the description. And if you want to help out the channel in any other way, like buying merch or supporting the like go and follow my Instagram, both those links will also be in the description. And there you go, Gondor has committed troops now. The Varrig's still focusing down. I mean, they're nearly out of ammo, luckily, like, for the Elves. But they are still focusing down and probably getting a bunch of kills up here. Such a nice angle. And you can see Gondor's banner is being raised. They're capturing the gate, which is also not a good thing. Because that means more reinforcements can just get rushed through this gate. I'm really surprised how they... I don't really get how the capturing the gate thing works. I think it's just who throws the most units onto it. Which is just dumb, to be honest. Because, I mean, if you look at the point, the Elves are solidly still on it. There you go. They're going to capture it. They're going to lose this tower, actually, I just think. In a moment, when this gets captured. Or maybe not. They just broke that unit, and now it's going back in favor of Woodland Realm. That was close, actually. What do we got back here? We've got Lasgar and archers. They're still firing, and they're shooting head on. Really, they need to be like... I mean, I'd shoot these Varric bowmen off the wall first, but, I mean, they're just shooting head on into this combat down here. They're probably getting very few kills. A better spot for archers would be up here on this ledge, and they can just shoot across at the Varrics. Or they... I don't know. Have to, like, just wait until they break through and then just focus down those units. Because they need to hold on and wait. Oh, Elven King over here. Elven King is... He did just... words are hard. He did just do a charge onto these Gondor sword infantry. Got about 20 kills there. Not too bad. It does seem as though we are going to see them fight in every single spot here. And we have Dorwinion trying to assassinate Aragorn here. How dare they? How dare they try and kill the King of the West? There you go. It does seem as though they are going to assault every point. It doesn't seem like it's a worthwhile strategy, to be honest. I guess they want to stretch the defenders as much as possible. Probably want to stretch the defenders as much as possible, break through one of these points, throw their cavalry in there, and then hammer and anvil stuff. Which is not a bad strategy. The shock cav can come in useful. Vineland Outpost can be pretty useful for cav. I mean, it is not the most open, but it's sort of open enough that you can get some decent cavalry charges off. They have brought a lot of cav. This is like not concerning, but just you do wonder that they need this much. I mean, 3 Varric Lancers. I don't know if those needed that much. I mean, certainly when you have Elves, and then Dorwinion does have decent cav, but I believe it's also capped as well. Elves, so certainly, you do not need to bring in a lot of cav against, because they only have 1 themselves. The Elves battle on. The gates have been lost, so that's not a good sign. Are we going to see now a absolute horde of infantry come through? No. In fact, this tower actually just changed its sides. It doesn't collapse. It just changes sides, so it's now going to shoot onto the Elves. So that's not good. That could turn it massively against them. The Elves have put another Lasgarn blade here. Honestly, they don't need it there. They need it over here. And Elven archers with no ammo, send them in. Unless you're going to get them back to a supply barrel, which there are none. So that doesn't matter. And they're burning these watchtowers again. Honestly, just rush the... I mean, you could just rush Gondor. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Athelian Rangers... Oh, jeez, I think these guys might have seen the wrath of the Elven King as well. Yeah, everyone's just burning these towers. They need to just rush the troops that are burning towers. They probably get a decent amount of kills on them, and you also save your towers. Why? Yeah, just rush this infantry unit. Yeah, someone else will probably try and burn it, but at least you'll keep the tower alive for a little longer. The towers are handy. Elves are stabbing up these Eastlings. So many immortal lives here put on the line for the good of the Woodland Realm. These Loki Rim though are doing okay, and the Lasgarn blades are starting to lose. It's not a good sign. Oh, they've recaptured the gates. I mean, that's good, I guess. I mean, that tower now can start shooting for the Woodland Realm again. We are seeing shock infantry. Varric warriors been thrown in. The first decent shock infantry, you could say that's been thrown in. These archers, are these Oh no, Dorwinian has thrown in Vintercourt swords over here. I don't think he really needs to. Well, maybe he does. I don't know. Oh, they're coming through the gate. Oh, and because they've changed... Oh, this is huge. Gondor's charging through the gate because he held it. And now he no longer holds it. All his troops are trapped in combat. And oil is pouring down onto these guys. There must be so many... I'd retreat. You just got to get these, like, these Varrigs and these Gondorians out of here. Like, you can see the line of dead and burning troops. There you go. A few more die. That'll be not helping the morale of these units, just getting oil poured to them regularly. But also, at the same time, who the heck is pouring oil onto them at this point? There's no one manning the walls. There you go. Is that the Varrigs breaking? I think it's... No, they're just going in a different direction, which is not a bad idea. You definitely do not want to carry on through that entrance. Dorwinian, though, holding the line, taking on his fellow man faction. The fight goes on in this point here. I honestly don't think we're gonna see like either side give ground. Like, I don't think the elves are gonna retreat from here to like further back to try and defend further back. I mean, they might retreat to here, but I mean, I feel like we're going to see a lot of fighting at these choke points, like where they've made their stand. The defenders, I can't see them retreating from there because it doesn't look like they've got anything set up ready for a second defense. I mean, bar here where they've got Hall Guardians, but they're throwing up a lot of troops and not keeping much in reserve. Lords of Lascallon, by the way, are just getting obstructed, and I don't know what they're firing at. I mean, maybe these Varigors on the wall. Not a bad target if they are. Not the Varrig Bowman, but the Varrig... Oh no, maybe the Varrig Warriors aren't on the wall. Or Gondor's on the wall here with archers. But yeah, he needs to get his archers to be not obstructed anymore. It doesn't help him. And he's burning the city, which is not a bad idea either. Not doing any settlement damage as of yet. The assaults in the back are still going on. It seems like they've given up burning these towers. I think they... Well, actually, they probably are, you know, 92%. It actually needs a little bit more. Chop them down, boys! General under attack. That must be the elves. I think he's just getting shot at. I shouldn't have bothered even coming over here. I mean, if you were Gondor, you could just charge these elves. I mean, this is heavy shot cav. These are swords. Swords, and even in a shield wall, will buckle to cavalry charges. You need spears, which I have seen a lack of in this battle. There's no spears, which fair enough for the attackers. The defenders might want to bring one or two just for anti-cav, and also spears is better defense stats, especially like the elves. Use spears to pin down a unit, then have archers focus them down. A good strategy. It looks like Gondor's getting broken here. Yep, and he's going to have to send in his other unit. This is the problem. Gondor has attacked on so many fronts that really, like... Oh, there you go. There you go. The cavalry charge happened as I said it would. It's kind of pulling through here, though. I don't know. Maybe pathfinding was just jammy, but he's going to lose a lot of Knights of Silver Swamp to this. Another charge coming, though. Don't know how great that one really was. If he pulls through, that's a bit jammy. He just needs to cycle charge. And cycle charge to one unit. Oh, he's lost so many men. Yeah, that was just a waste, actually. It would have been a good charge, but he's actually lost a lot of Knights of Silver Swan doing that. And also, he should have charged with one, and the elves actually went into attack, so they left gaps. The second one could have probably got in. But the Elven King's now aware to the threat, I think. So he will probably... Well, I say he's aware to the threat. He then runs over here. Oh, he's going out the wall. Oh, I did not even realize the wall can collapse. That's kind of handy, actually, because that means that Gondor, yeah, can make a lot more choke points. Though he has to charge in the back of his own men to get to these Sicilian Rangers. A rear charge would have been a bit better, but he's got there, I guess. But yeah, if Gondor can open up more choke points, he should definitely do that. Because then the elves definitely will leave gaps, and the cav can get in. Like, over here especially, like, there's just massive gaps that are now having to be defended by extra elves. I mean, they seem to have enough. Oh, there is some spears. We've got some spear paladins here. And we've got cavalry also inside. Uh-oh. I'm not quite sure how they've got in. They just charged in? It's not looking great over here. This is where the fight initially started on this flank. Yes, I mean, this Varric Lancer has been left in combat. That's not good either. Shock Cav quickly loses its effectiveness the longer it is in combat, especially against infantry. Well, against cavalry, I guess cavalry v cavalry it's okay, but certainly against infantry, not good. You see the Lasgarland Blade's been broken here. Locrian being broken as well, though. We've got archers focusing them down. We've got some, what we got here? Avari marksmen, which are like dark elves, I believe. These guys are actually pretty nasty. I wouldn't mess with them. Yeah, they're pretty nasty. And they're going to focus down things like the Varric Lancers and Warriors of Losnark. There's still plenty of them to come up. We've got Fountain Guard as well still to come up. They are looking nasty as well. So we'll have to see how they can do. Aragorn actually got thrown in there. He needs to be careful because he is only one man. He's not a miracle maker. Gondor here is still being beaten back by Lasgarland Blades. Really, they need to start shifting troops across. But yeah, as you can see, look at this. Oh, Aragorn going right into the back of these elves. It's a bold move. But yeah, look at this. The elves are selling out. Not looking good. Aragorn, what are you doing, man? Surrounded. Could be in trouble here. He's got to be careful. If he dies here, Gondorian morale is going to just shatter. He's just surrounded. I don't even know if he's actually getting kills. And he's trying to fight off elves. I know you were trained by the elves, Aragorn, but it doesn't mean you can kill them. They probably didn't teach you everything.
The unit is running from the enemy.
There you go. He's in there. We'll come back to him in a moment and see what happens. But we actually have got Varric Lancers coming in support. Really, they need to get in behind. They need to go around. Oh, they're going to go not into the choke point. Okay. Yeah, they need to really get around these units if they're going to even try something. Oh, this is going to be a good charge, though. Knights of Silver Swan coming in. Really nice charge into the backs of that Elven unit. And that Elven unit, though it's still saying it's winning, I don't think it will be for long. Well, I don't know. Maybe it is. Got Cav here, though, that's being chased off by another Elven unit. Oh, yeah, that unit went down from like 80 to 60 in one charge. But really nice counter charge from the Elven King. He's just rear charging Gondorian swords, and he's going to break them. Very, very nice. I mean, if they could snipe Aragorn, that would be huge, but I don't think they can. But over on this side, as you can see, the elves have kind of won. They've kind of pushed them back. Oh, this is not good, though. Gondor and these things are through this choke point here, and the elves aren't paying attention, I don't think. This is not good. I mean, there's not much infantry left. They've nearly killed off it all, but there is, like, halberdiers still to come. I mean, they've got an artillery piece and a general here with like ammo. He needs to be thrown in. I'd also send one of these swords back. Do you need 2 units, double stacking units in places? I don't think so. It's also not looking good over here where the Elves and Dorwinian are also getting beaten back. Lasgarland Blades here fighting on against these Varric archers, which actually aren't too bad in combat. They're a pretty nice hybrid unit. See if the Elves can get this unit back. It's a silver chevron unit. It'd be a good unit to get back. Ward's Room, which I was wondering where these guys were, are actually being beaten back and are about to waver and break. Yeah, they're just taking on Locrian archers and Varric bowmen, which all have no ammo. Or all still have ammo, sorry. That's not a good sign either. Shouldn't be throwing in units that have ammo if you don't have to. Mid-court swords are winning here slightly, but I don't know against what. But they are desperately holding on. They're taking on the Warriors of Losnark with their big axes and their big beards. Intimidating to anyone. Like a Viking. Oh, that's a pull through though. Gondor, Gondor, Gondor. You should not be pulling through. Oh, and then these things do it. This is low from the attackers. They've been doing so well, and they didn't need to pull through. They're just getting a little bit impatient now as they're starting to run out of troops. They actually have less troops than the defenders, but still balance power way in their favor. They have 3,300 to the defenders, and the attackers have 2,400. Wow, yeah, about 1,000-man difference. You can see over here that the defense is holding. I don't know why these Varag warriors haven't gone in and routed these elves. The elves over here have defeated the Varag bowmen. I mean, there's still some bowmen to go in. Halberds, there's still one Gondor sword as well to throw in. I throw them all in now. They're going to do their best. The Cav over here losing to Elven King. He's trying to do his best. Will you just die? The Elven King just too good for these lancers. A gorgeous looking unit, they really are. Especially with their gold trim that they have now. But yeah, as you can see here, I mean, Gondor's been defeated in most spots. Because, I mean, the problem is he assaulted on such a narrow on such narrow fronts. Well, not narrow fronts, on such a wide front. But just, like, with very few units. He actually has got troops in behind here, though. I mean, it doesn't really help. I mean, I guess if the Cav was here, he could have hammer and anviled. But yeah, I mean, he tried to attack every single little choke point to try and occupy these elves, and it just did not work. He needed to try and, like, just do one sucker punch hit somewhere, I feel, to try and get through and try and wear down the elves. Just didn't work. I mean, they definitely should have taken advantage when the elves sallied out. There you go. Looks like the Varag's are going to try and run for their lives. Even though they were beating the Elven King. Kind of weird. We've got Aragorn still over here. He's battling with the elves. Look at him. He's just, I don't know even what he's trying. He's very bloodied up. Very bloodied up. He needs to be careful. I don't know how many kills you've got, Aragorn, but if it's not 10, I'm very disappointed. The elves still beating back these Gondorian swords. That's the thing. Gondor has weaker infantry. It's just that's why he couldn't really attack on like multiple fronts. But he has managed to get Cav. They did win in this choke point here, and they have got Cav in. Varag Lancers have got their Cav into where they want them to be inside the settlement. Just it's not enough of them, and it seems as though Dorwinian. I mean, it actually does not look ready. But yeah, it's certainly not enough Cav. And it's not like, and all of the fights are out of the game. Like, he's got nothing to hammer and anvil, and I don't know what his lancers are doing. They should have gone in there. Maybe just pathfinding. There you go. In they go. Into the Avari marksman. I mean, at least they charged an archer. Now, I don't know if it was really a decent enough charge to do any damage. They are actually losing. That's kind of surprising. I mean, it's an elite bow unit. And these Avari marksmen here is all being forced back. They need to retreat. All the players need to learn to stop putting infantry on top of your archers, because it just obstructs the unit, and it just doesn't fight as or shoot as effectively. Oh gosh, this is not what you want to see in late game though. Lords Lasgarland up on this hill, waiting. They're just ready to gun down anything that comes in, wins that choke point, friend or foe. But yeah, it looks like it's going to be the halberds are going to help push back the elves finally from this gate. But I mean, there's plenty of archers here that are ready to just gun them down. And we still got we have actually still got some cav in here, along with Aragorn. Aragorn's also managed to get in here. We have got a little bit of Knights and Silver Swan left, but they are getting chopped up by the last Garland blades. And there you go, they've routed those cav. But yeah, Aragorn is sniffing about in here. He needs to be careful. Yeah, I don't know what the elves are doing. I'm not quite sure what has been going on in this choke point here. Did they go out the gate and came back in or something? Because they're fighting Gondor in this choke point. Like, they're the ones attacking. Maybe they're like, let us back into our city. This is our place. Yep. I mean, if I was the Elves right now, I'd start releasing hell onto those halberdiers. Because, I mean, these halberds are not that strong. They're really not. Got an honored crew coming up. I mean, I guess it's out of ammo. Throw it in, sacrifice it. Aragorn over here still charge. I don't know how many kills he really gets on a charge. Probably is the best use of him, though, maybe on a charge. I wouldn't leave him in melee. I feel like he takes a lot of hits then. We still got Elves as well over here. Lasgal and Blades. Don't know what they're doing here, just waiting. They could move up. I mean, there's a general as well, Bane of the Steppes. And we've also got Varag warriors as well still here. I mean, like I said, numbers-wise, it's not looking good for the attackers. 1,500 against, I mean, 2,900. Yeah, not looking good.
Rallied and returned to the battle.
The Spear Paladins, though, they're doing okay. They're holding the line. You imagine, I mean, Shock Infantry is specialized to take on spears, but this might be a little bit too elite for the Wards of Rune at this point, and they might be a little bit too weak. Yeah, I mean, Dorwinian here just getting focused on his Violent Guards. They can, I mean, these are shipment and Violent Guards, but still, no one just be wasting these troops. Just let them get shot at by Eastling archers. It's just not good. Vari Marksmen running out. Where are they going? Are they going to maybe try and shoot these Fountain Guard? Hide in the forest like true elves? Or maybe they're just chasing these Gondor swords. It could also quite possibly could be that. Aragorn by this point must be dead. I don't know what his hit points are, but he has just been charging in. Oh, he's actually rear charging else. He actually might get 10 kills. There you go. He goes in. Every charge at least is doing some damage. He's taking probably a lot of micro of Gondor right now.
Our men have rallied.
There you go. Aragorn's in there. Is he going to die? Keep swiping that sword, Aragorn. You got to keep chopping off elven heads. Oh. Oh, I feel like he's in trouble now. He's fully surrounded. He's taking a lot of hits. He's just trying to get out of there. Fair enough. I mean, that's what you got to do. You can't just leave him in there. And off he goes. He might be pretty hard to kill, actually. I wouldn't be surprised. But we have got Bane and Step General in here now, and he just charged straight into these Violent Guards. And we also got a shipment behind. A Vari Marksman, if these guys can set up properly, they could just gun hit this unit down in the side. Also, the spears going in would really help. We're going to have Dorwinian just wait and be patient. Look at all the banners of the Bane of the Steppes. It's just an army of flags. Those Violent Guards are starting to lose. There we go, signing. You can see the archers here being broken. It seems as though the Eastling's assault is just kind of just falling apart. Oh, we're seeing the Elves now release some shots. They're now firing. Also, that's Garland shooting. You need to gun down these remaining troops at this gate, and then they may have a may be able to send them some troops from here to support on the far side. Though it looks like everywhere really they've kind of cleared up. I'm not really sure what is going on with the balance of power. Why it is so? Is it because it's just the Cav or Aragorn maybe? Is it just that Aragorn's that OP? I'm really not sure. Maybe just the sheer amount of mods that balance power doesn't know what to do. Who knows? Or maybe Dorwinian are that bad that they just go, you know what, screw it, throw the balance power in forward in favor of Gondor. Maybe. Shipmen and the Gondorians just standing looking at each other, shouting insults. It's kind of funny. We're just going to fast forward a bit because there's not exactly much going on. We're just waiting on Aragorn right now to to die, really, I feel. And these baiting the steps of charging to archers. They might actually do okay here. But there isn't exactly much going on right now. Varric Bowman as well. And Wards of Rune being thrown in. That's not too bad a fight. We'll go and watch this. Spear Paladin should do okay, though. I mean, this is what Dorwinian's, like, good with. It's like, it's Spear Paladins, it's Vineland Guard. They're really good. The rest of their infantry, a bit so-so. Unreliable is definitely the word I'd use. Certainly their shipmen and the Vintercourt swordsmen. They're okay, the Vintercourt swords. But I feel like they get beaten by things like Gondorian swords, probably even Uruks. Certainly Locurim. It's more like their elites that are really good. Their archers here. About to get charged by Aragorn. They just I think like the best way might be to kill him with arrows. Can they just shoot him down? Oh yeah, there you go. Wow. He just absorbed all those shots, but he is a lot more bloodied up now by the looks of it. Look at this guy, he's just getting gunned down. Oh my, his arm. Let's put it in slow-mo so we can actually, you know, see what he's doing. But look at his arm. It's full of arrows. I think that's where supposedly his shield is or something like that. But he's just getting gunned down. Alright, charge Aragorn. Let's have another volley. Alright, we'll go back to normal speed. Oh my gosh, there he goes. He is dead. Aragorn has died. Oh my gosh, he's filled with arrows. So many headshots there. It was only a matter of time until he died. And like I said, it was probably the best way. Yeah, look at that. Balance power just shifts massively. Aragorn apparently just shifts the balance power massively in his favor. I'm not sure how or why. There you go. There's only 400 of them left. So I imagine we're going to see Gondor break. I don't know where the Fountain Guard died. Where on earth did they die? Oh, they didn't. They just broke. Wow. Did he hold that so much sway over them? These Fountain Guard just break like that. Didn't even get used. That is a big, big, big shame. It's sad to see. But I can't imagine that this battle can go on for much longer. It says 17 minutes. I feel like that might be a bug, which is a shame. If that's the case that the replay is bugged, that's going to be a real disappointment because it's been kind of a fun one. It's been nice to come back to the Vineland Outpost. Might have to try and do some more battles here. It's kind of a fun one. Maybe not at the gate. I mean, you can defend at the gate, but certainly when you like find these other choke points, it's kind of fun. Yeah, there you go. Mass rout taking place. And there you go. A Pyrrhic victory for the Wooden Realm. So we'll end the replay and have a look at the end results. Actually wasn't bugged in the end. I don't know if that was the exact result, how it went down. I'm not sure. But this one was from Morrat's perspective, playing as the Wooden Realm. The Elven King had 218 kills. Very, very nice. I mean, his infantry did like a variety of well. Some only getting like 20 kills. In fairness, that one was still very much alive, but 27 kills. 173 for another one here. 270, 253. Some pretty good kills there. 195 for his Lasgal and Blades. His Hall Guardians getting 84 kills before they died. Yeah, actually not that great. And then his archers only getting like 40 odd kills. He really did not actually get use out of these archers. And for the elves, only 3 archers. That's kind of surprising. Onager getting 156 kills, so not too bad. Aragorn getting 17 kills, by the way. Well, I'll come on to that in a moment. But he overachieved. I did see this. Logan Love playing as Dorwinian. His infantry, his shipmen doing not that great. 68 kills, the best one say. Like I said, they're pretty sucky. His Vintercourt swords, though, I mean, one did get 254 kills. That did very well. 116 with another, but yeah, again, some of the other ones not that great. Violent Guards, 194 kills, very, very nice. His Dorwinian Protectors, 117. 105 kills with the Avari Marksman. 120 with his Vintercourt, like mounted court guards. So yeah, pretty nicely done there. And then we have Sneaky Rafiki playing as Gondor. Like I said, 17 kills with Aragorn there. Very nice. 110 kills with the Gondor Sword Infantry. Actually, is the best one. This Gondor Swords just did not do that great. They just, a lot of them charged into that gate. And it was just a kill zone in there, as I feared it might be. Warriors of Losnark, yeah, not getting more than like 30, 40 kills. Dilian Rangers getting 83 kills. His archers 0 kills. What the heck happened? His archers just useless. His pikes broke instantly, like after Aragorn died. So they didn't get to see any action. Knights of the Silver Swan doing the best for him, getting 132 kills and 193 kills. Then we have the Terminator playing as the Eastlings, 143 kills with his Varag warriors, and his Water Rune getting 92, actually being outscored by the worst shock infantry. Loki and Maceman 141 kills, 120 with another one there. Archer's getting 53 kills, 90 kills with these Varag bowmen. Which actually 93 kills with his Varag Lancers down there as well. So a little bit better, but yeah, the defenders certainly did a very, very good job. And yeah, they just held back the attackers in some really good kill zones. And I feel like the attackers just attacked on too wide a assault. They attacked on too many choke points. I think that was their problem. You got to get it just right. Too many. It can't be too many, and it can't be too few. But anyway, lessons will be learned. Anyway, guys, I hope you did enjoy. Do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and comment to show your support. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.